Welcome to WNL Sports Weekly. I'm Jeremy Franklin. This week we'll speak with golf coach Pete Jessic, men's tennis senior Michael Freeman, and men's lacrosse captain Bryan Stuke. But first, a quick look back at the weekend in Washington and Lee athletics. Men's swimming placed 16th overall at the NCAA Division III Championships in Indianapolis, highlighted by All-America honors for Chris Washnock, Rick Sykes, Brian Sterling, and 3 WNL relay teams. Women's tennis fell 5-2 to Emory in the Fab 5 tournament, while women's lacrosse dropped a 13-5 decision to Mary Washington, and men's lacrosse lost 12-4 on the road against Lynchburg. And at the WNL VMI Track and Field Carnival, Xander Tallman, Dylan Myers, Jillian Catterhagen, and the women's 4x400 relay team all set new school records. I'm joined now by golf coach Pete Jessic. Pete, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. Good to be here.
This is your first season at Washington and Lee. What inspired your interest in the program here in Lexington?
Well, Jeremy, just the philosophy of the university's total dedication to student athletes is really appealing to me. A school that has 24 varsity sports, such a small school where more than a quarter of the student body play NCAA intercollegiate sports, really proves that dedication. The staff here, the administrative staff led by Jan Hathorn, the head coaches, the assistant coaches, very talented, dedicated people. They're challenging their student athletes every day, also trying to improve the student athlete experience whenever they can, and it's definitely a family atmosphere. I'm proud to be part of it.
You mentioned the number 24. Women's golf became the 24th varsity sport this season. Tell us about the experience of starting up a new program.
Yeah, what an exciting time, not just in athletics, but across the whole campus. A new sport coming on board. It started basically last fall. 7 girls, non-recruited, raised their hand. They tried out for the team. We have 3 on the roster right now. They've been working diligently, practicing through the fall into the spring. They finally got out on the golf course 2 weeks ago at their first competition. Unbelievable, valuable experience. They had not much experience competing. I think they're going to take that with them as we move on this weekend to Piedmont College, and we're going to try again. The recruiting process is basically done. We're excited. We're looking forward to the recruits coming in the fall so we can compete as a team next fall.
How's the men's team fared throughout the 2011-2012 season?
Well, Jeremy, our men's team is an extremely young team, to be honest with you. In our competition this year, basically 1 senior, 2 sophomores, and 2 first years have been competing. So their experience they're gaining on the course and off the course will help us progress as we move along. Basically, the team itself has done some great things. It really has, and I really look forward to them moving on. Probably about a 500 record so far. We've had some really great rounds and some rounds where we need to improve a little bit. Looking forward to it.
What's in store for the Generals at the ODAC Championship in April?
Oh yeah, the ODAC Championships, again, as in years past, is at Bay Creek Resort, the Palmer Courts in Cape Charles. Plenty of competition in the ODAC, as it is in years past. The number 1 team in the country right now is in our conference. We're going to need to bring our A game to be ready to compete there. We've played a challenging schedule all year. We really have challenging courses. So I think when we get there, I really believe the kids, they won't be surprised, won't be intimidated, and they'll be ready for the challenge.
Pete, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck the rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Jeremy.
I'm joined now by Michael Freeman, senior tennis player from Portland, Oregon. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Washington and Lee is in the middle of a 9-match winning streak, and that run includes victories over ranked opponents in Case Western and Mary Washington. What's enabled the Generals to have so much success as of late?
Well, we went to California and we struggled a little bit, against some top-ranked teams. But I feel like after we, played those matches, we got some confidence, and we were kind of primed to play outside. And we got some wins in ODAC, and like I said, that helped our confidence. So by the time we played Case Western and Mary Washington, I felt like we were ready to go. So it wasn't. It was our confidence that helped us, I think.
What's been your favorite experience as a member of the WNL tennis team?
I wouldn't say it's like a specific match or anything like that. I'd say it's the van rides I've had with my teammates and just all the shenanigans that went on there. That's definitely what I'll miss most from my experience at WNL tennis. So.
You've got another ranked opponent on the schedule this weekend. You head up to Carnegie Mellon. It's also your last non-conference match before the postseason. What are your expectations for this weekend?
Well, our expectations are obviously to win. I think we have a pretty good shot. If everyone goes out and takes care of business, we shouldn't have a problem winning that match, I don't think. And if we can get a quick start out in doubles, I think that would really help us. but I think we're definitely better than they are in singles, so I don't think it should be an issue.
Washington Lee is currently 8-0 against conference foes this season. What will you need to do to extend that success into the postseason?
Honestly, ODAC is not that competitive this year. I don't think we'll have many problems winning ODAC, but we just need to stay focused and practice what we're going to need for nationals, honestly. So I think we just keep doing what we're doing.
Michael, thanks for joining us here. Good luck in Pittsburgh this weekend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
With me now is Bryan Stuke, senior lacrosse captain from Summit, New Jersey. Bryan, welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot for having me.
It's been a tough couple of weeks for Washington Lee. What will the Generals need to do to get back on track for the last month of the season?
I think we just have to reevaluate ourselves and make sure that we get back to getting a little bit better each day in practice. The coaches do a great job in scouting teams and putting together a really comprehensive game plan. So we just have to make sure that in the game we keep our heads focused and that we stick to that game plan.
Your father was a lacrosse captain at Cornell. Your sister now plays field hockey at Georgetown. Tell us what it's like to be part of such an athletic family.
I don't think it's really much different than any other family. My dad played sports, but he never really forced us to play sports or was never really that concerned. As long as we were having fun and having a good time, we could have been musicians or writers as long as we were happy. He would have been supportive of us. So it's just something that we naturally were attracted to, and it's been a fun time. It's good.
How would you rate the performance of the WNL defense so far this year?
We're not playing to the best of our abilities right now. There's definitely room for improvement. The good news is that the talent's there to improve. WNL has always been known as a very strong defensive lacrosse program, and we haven't necessarily proved that yet. So we're underachieving, but there's still plenty of season left. We still have the ODAC tournament left to improve upon that. Looking forward to the rest of our season and the ODAC tournament as well, for sure.
What are the team's goals for the second half of the ODAC schedule?
Win the ODACs. It's a WNL tradition to hate Roanoke, and we got Roanoke this Wednesday, so to beat them is definitely our after the Saturday game against Randolph College, Roanoke's definitely going to be in our minds, and it's just still win the ODACs. We've had a rough patch, but we're no closer or further away from winning the ODACs, so that's definitely our goal, get to the tournament.
Bryan, thanks for joining us. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
It's time now for a look at the upcoming weekend. Both tennis teams head up to Pittsburgh to take on Carnegie Mellon on Saturday, while the track and field teams will compete in the Commonwealth duels at Christopher Newport. Baseball welcomes Randolph-Macon to Cap and Dick Smith Field for an ODAC doubleheader, with men's lacrosse traveling to Randolph and women's lacrosse visiting Virginia Wesleyan. For WNL Sports Weekly, I'm Jeremy Franklin. Thanks for watching.